There we go. Solid. Okay. That's good. Seatbelt's on. All right. Danny. Danny.
I'm gonna put this on silent so I won't be distracted. All right, I'm good. Airplane mode because we're in
airplane mode. Look at that. Good. So you figured out to do the door. You figured out the seatbelts. Just getting the GPS is going. That takes a second to align, so we're good to go here in a second.
It's supposed to mirror what's just...
Yeah, so all these speak with each other. They communicate. These are the standby instruments. And then we have the PFD and the MFD, primary flight display, multifunction display. You'll see how those work in a second. As far as other emergency things, as it makes sense, these two doors will be our primary exits in the event of an emergency. If one's jammed, we'll both use the other. And if the doors are jammed in general, there's a hammer right here. We'll knock the sides of the windows and they pop out.
Oh, wow.
So we should always have a way out. No smoking, no drinking. We're not planning on doing that. There is air conditioning. Here's your one and only air vent. And here's the controls. So we'll go at any time you're cold, hot, just let me know. If we see an airplane outside, sometimes air traffic control calls for planes, letting us know there's a plane just to keep separation. So we'll both try and make sure that we look outside and look at airplanes. Oh, and I'll just take a picture of the fuel right there. There we go. We'll look outside for that. Radio. See this black button right there? So to talk, you hold that down, talk, and when you're done talking, you let go. Easy? Cool. And what else? Caps. We talked about the parachute. We won't use it. If we do need, I'll use it. But the way it works is we'll push down. There'll be a big pitch forward moment if we do use it, because the parachute comes out from the back, so the whole forward goes, and then we settle back down nicely. So we'll expect that. And then once we pull it, if we do, which I don't anticipate we'll ever have to, I'll be turning everything off, so it'll be kind of quiet in the cabin. And yeah, easy, good stuff, solid. Look at that. Came on over here. There we go. So here's what we'll do. It's a semi-warm engine. We'll just go ahead and do this, and we'll do that.
What does that mean, semi-warm?
The engine is warm because I just flew it.
Oh, okay.
And here's what I want you to do. See the key? Turn it all the way to the start, just like you would any other thing, and I'll tell you when to stop. Stop. That's it. Good work. You just started an airplane. Solid. There we go. And our starting fuel, we're looking at 29 and 35. So that is 64. There we go. Fuel done.
Why do you have to put the fuel in there?
Just the starting fuel. So that right there talks with the actual flight plan and shows us how much fuel we have left and how much we used. Because interestingly enough, this shows how much fuel is in the tanks, but this doesn't talk with that.
Okay.
So we need to manually put that in, this right there. So then we'll see how much we used in the flight. So we're starting with 64 gallons. Easy?
Yep.
Cool. Good work. And we'll get our alternators online now that the engine is running and it's starting to charge our system. Good stuff?
Alternators are just to...
They charge the batteries. Yep, just like a car.
Okay.
No different than a car. Here's the AC.
Echo Alpha Juliet, 29 right.
Feel the AC? Good?
Yep.
All right, solid.
Good.
Let's get the door shut. There we go.
Oscar Alpha 164 Yankee at Slim Custom Taxi 22 on the right with Romeo.
And there we go.
164 Yankee, Torrance, ground.
So now, I'll show you how to move the plane right or left on the ground.
So it's basically all rudders?
So you want to do rudder, but then you can use a little touch of brake, differential braking.
Yeah.
So go ahead with your feet, try and maintain center line.
The rudder is this way.
So now right, see that? Now we're going a little fast, so we'll tap both brakes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So try that. Good, a little more to the right, and a little brake tapping. See that? So we'll need to periodically tap brakes because we don't want to go too fast, especially here with the car.
Right.
So we'll come a little here to the right, make sure we avoid the car.
Clear it.
Yeah. And now I want you to bring the plane to a stop. Both brakes, full stop.
Is that it? Oops.
Good, so you see when you start going in one direction,
Yeah.
you can go ahead and use the other brake. Make sense?
Yeah.
Or it'll take you a minute to get a feel for it, but
yeah.
perfect. Let's go ahead and listen to the ATIS.
Use caution for
What's
bird
ATIS?
activity on or in the vicinity
It's an
of the airport.
automatically reported weather,
California and coastal
so it's
waters,
broadcast
available on
automatically.
flight service frequencies.
It's a pre-recorded type of
Correct.
message.
All aircraft,
And then they'll give us information that we need to tell them that we have.
Runway 29 left fast is out of service. 5G nodems are in effect.
So we'll give us the altimeter setting to set our altimeter.
For more information, advise on
Does the
initial
altimeter
contact. You
change?
have
'Cause
information,
it's
Romeo.
the same ground level, right, that we're departing from?
The pressure at sea level changes.
Oh, I see.
Information, Romeo,
Because
time
of temperature
2255
Correct.
Zulu, wind 270
So it's information Romeo.
Few clouds 1,600. Ceiling 15,000 broken. Temperature 18, dew point 12. Altimeter 29901.
29901, so there we go.
Approaching use. Landing and departing runway is 29er.
There we go.
Frequency 133.07.
And we have information Romeo. There we go, that's Torrance ground. Do you want to make a call? Do you want to hear me do a few?
Go ahead, do it.
All right. Torrance ground, good afternoon. Sierra Snyder 66 Tango Tango over at East Tees, requesting taxi to 29 right run up, and we have Romeo.
Sirius 96 Tango Tango, Torrance ground, runway 29 right, taxi via Juliet.
29 right via Juliet, 6 Tango Tango.
Flight
All right,
64 Yankee,
so we'll let go of the
Sirius
brakes,
south
and we'll make a
from the
left turn
east.
here on the yellow line. So with planes, we want to stay on the center of the line. So we'll do right brake.
Tango, this thing on Alpha, it's holding for you.
Roger that, 6 Tango. All right, so a little power, let go of the thing. We'll do it together. Do you feel the feet when I'm doing?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. And then a left.
And then do a left. Good. And we'll stay on the yellow line. So now right.
Oops.
More right.
Oops. We're going way too far.
Yep. And you can use brake too.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good. We'll stay on the line.
Left.
Yep, left brake. Good. Now right, straighten it out.
Good.
Solid.
Flying 10
Yeah,
Lima,
just getting the feel of
Yeah, take your time.
Following to Mount Gomery.
It's a little weird.
5,500.
It's different. It's like driving with your feet.
Yeah. And we'll stay on the yellow line. We'll make a right over here onto Juliet. And that plane should be waiting for us, they just said.
Okay. And then
Flying
where?
10 Lima,
Right there.
squawk
Yep.
025.
Good work.
Departure frequency
Look at you. You figured it out. So that took you 5 seconds.
Don't need to be a brain surgeon for that.
Yeah.
10 Lima.
Flying's
Flying,
easy.
1 Sierra Lima, reach back, correct.
So now it's a little full here, so what we'll do is this. My airplane?
Okay.
Now when I say my airplane, that's where we talk about positive exchange of flight controls. We always want to know who's flying or controlling the plane at any given time.
Nice.
So when I say your airplane, you're the one who's in control. When I say my airplane, the one who was previously flying the plane will let go of the power, yoke, and pedals together. Make sense?
Okay.
Cool.
What
There we
kind of
go.
planes are those?
Yeah, those are sling planes.
Oh, Sling is a different
Yeah.
kind of category?
It's different companies. There's Cessna and there's a Sling.
Oh, Sling is its own
That's another
kind.
Sling. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep. Good. Good stuff. Make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and do what's called a run up. So let's hold our brakes. So you got the plane?
Yep.
Perfect. Good. I'll just make sure the autopilot's good. There we go. I could override it. So the autopilot, if and when we use it, to disengage it, throw it away, you want to double tap the red button. So go ahead and disconnect autopilot. Easy.
Oh.
Yep, so that's autopilot disconnect. And this is radio.
Okay.
Good?
What's this? Trim?
That's trim. So forward at, I'll show you in the air how
Yeah.
that works.
Okay.
Perfect,
Got
good.
it.
Let's go ahead and do the run up. So advance power to 1700 RPM. Take your time, slowly. Slower, slower.
Oops. Oops.
It's very sensitive. Less.
Go back.
Yep, 1700. Good.
Oops.
Well, here. Takes a little time to catch up.
Catch up.
Yep, there we go. Now we'll turn on pitot heat. We'll make sure the system is still charging. Now we'll go ahead and check our magneto, so we'll see how much of an RPM drop we have. So we just isolated one mag. We're working off one mag. We have a drop of about, what, 50? Then we're going to the right. And we have a similar drop of 50. Both are within 150 and 75 of each other. Back to both, pitot heat off, and we'll do an idle check.
What just happened?
So there's, in the cylinders, there's 2 magnetos, providing spark for redundancy. Your car has only 1 mag. In a plane, we have 2. So what we want to do, part of our check before takeoff, is isolate one and make sure that the other one's functioning and that the engine can still operate with just 1 magneto working. Because there's 2 magnetos in the airplane. Make sense?
Good.
Cool, good work. And we'll head over to the practice area. So we'll go ahead and do 127.2, good, and 133.7. There's tower. And then we'll go ahead and climb up to an altitude of, let's go up to 7,500. And we'll do a 270 departure, so that's good. Which will be...
So how do you know what to put for the altitude? Like, do you decide? Or is
I decide.
Okay.
Yep, I decide. We just need to watch out for airspace and things like that. So that's good.
But there's like a ceiling, right? You're not allowed to go above or below a certain altitude.
You could, if the plane could get there, as long as you're not busting any airspace and things like that. Yep. So that's good. We'll do our flow. That's good. Mixture full rich. Flaps 50. See the flaps moving?
Yep.
There you go. And then recirc is off. Lights are on, and trim is set for takeoff.
This is the flaps. That's how you control it?
Correct. Yep, that's the flap. Yep. And there's the map. Here's Catalina. So we'll take off, head there, do a circle, and then head back.
Charlie is clear to the option 29 right, full stop.
There we go.
As well. Clear to the option 29 right.
Navigation points on the display.
Airspeed,
Okay.
altitude, attitude. So as you'll see in the air as the plane turns, yep.
Right.
And then here's our standby instruments, airspeed, altitude, and attitude.
Right. As far as directional though, how do you figure out?
Directional,
Yeah.
so this is our HSI.
Okay.
So we're after takeoff, we'll do a 270-degree turn, overfly the airport, like this, and then fly southbound
Okay.
towards
Got it.
Catalina.
Got it.
In the air, a lot of it will make more sense. Easy?
Yep.
Good work. You ready to go fly?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You're fine.
So go ahead and taxi us to the runway.
For 20 Charlie, we get to take off.
So very gentle, very slow with the power. Give the plane a little time. Good. Feet are off the brake. Good. And then we can go and hold short of the runway.
Can you take out on the 29 left?
You got it figured out.
The call sign 20 Charlie does not
Solid.
want a short approach. Okay, sounds good. So 20 Lima, you want a short approach? Hey, firm 20 Lima. Swing 20 Lima, number 2, follow company, half mile final. Actually, just extend down when I'll call you
Good. Power back.
And down 20 Lima.
Let's go on the line and bring the plane to a stop.
So normally you want to go on the line, not.
Yep,
not
correct.
on the lanes.
Unlike a car. Yep.
Right. Okay.
That will bring the plane to a stop. Good.
Right.
See the plane coming in to land?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to wait till it.
Yeah. I'll make a call.
Swing 20 Lima, runway 29 right, clear, touch and go. Runway 29 right, clear, touch and go, 20 Lima.
Towards tower, Cirrus 966, Tango Tango, short of 29 right, requesting a right 270 departure.
And number 2 Sierra Lima, you're requesting short approaches, correct?
Firm 2 Sierra Lima.
Number 2 Sierra Lima, can you take that on the south runway?
Did you close this?
2 Sierra Lima.
No.
Number 2
Okay.
Sierra Lima, turn
Because
base.
I just want to make sure that you know.
Oh, okay.
You could,
That's how you do it.
whatever you want. Yeah,
Clear
yeah.
left, clear to land. I'm sorry, clear touch and go.
Didn't know you could close it that big.
Yeah. Want to make sure that you feel the air.
Number 2 Sierra Lima, I'm sorry, I cut you off. Can you just read back runway 29 or left, clear touch and go?
9 left, clear, touch and go, 2 Sierra Lima.
Thank you. Number 5 Lima Bravo, extend your downwind, I will call your base.
They're busy.
Go right 270 departure, 5 Lima Bravo.
How do you see the other
I'm
planes?
sorry about that.
Can you see
And then
the other
Yep.
southbound turn is approved now then, frequency
In a
change,
second, you'll see green little planes.
And then Sirius
There's a
holding short runway 29 right, go ahead.
Yep, 966, Tango Tango, short of 29 right, requesting a right 270 departure.
Sirius 966, Tango Tango, Torrance Tower, roger. Right 270 departures approved. Traffic will be upwind is in right close traffic. Follow them in the turn. Southbound turn, outer above 1,600 midfield. Runway 29 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 29 right, clear for takeoff, 690. Okay, here we go.
Number
My
2
airplane.
Sierra Charlie Company traffic.
So
on half
take
mile
your feet
final
off
to
the
south runway. You're
stuff.
number 1,
Perfect.
runway 29 right, clear touch and go. Traffic's rolling now, Sirius.
So put your hand on the yoke with me. There we go. Here's the
29
runway.
Tango Whiskey Company traffic is downwind north midfield. You're number 2.
So here's what I want you to do.
Touch and go.
Put your feet flat on the floor.
29 right.
Good.
Clear, touch and go, 9 Tango with.
Go ahead and apply power all the way to full, but slowly, nice and gentle. Good. And then I'll tell you when to rotate us off the ground gently. Good. Apply the power more.
You could just extend your downwind a little bit so I can
Good.
get them out.
More. A little faster. A little faster.
2 Sierra Charlie, to copy.
Good, more all the way to the front.
Down 162 Sierra Charlie.
So you feel the power of the airplane.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Much
Good, and now together slowly we'll pull back, and we're off the ground. Woohoo! Look at that. We're in the air.
That's awesome.
There we are, look at that.
So that's
And then next wing holding
west.
turn right, go ahead.
That's south,
Correct.
right? Okay.
Traffic.
29 right.
Alright, 610 Lima, Torrance Tower, hold short, runway 29 right.
Hold short 29 right, 10 Lima.
Number 2 Sierra Charlie, in about another 15 seconds, turn base, runway 10 right, clear touch and go, you're number 1.
Alright, clear, touch and go, number 129 right, base at 10.
We'll turn right a little bit.
Sling 9 Tango Whiskey, company traffic's a mile ahead again, the downwind extending out a little bit, follow them for runway 10 right, clear touch and go, you're number 2.
Number 2, 29 right, clear.
This is Torrance.
9 Tango.
LAX is there.
2 Sierra Lima, runway 10 left, clear touch and go.
Runway 29 left, clear touch and go, 2 Sierra Lima.
126012.
What do you think?
Amazing. I love
Number
it.
1 Sierra Lima,
So
company
this
traffic in the
information
upwind is
being
making a right downwind,
broadcasted through
follow them, runway
the
10
tower?
right, clear
Or
for
how
takeoff,
did you know?
no delay,
How do
please.
they?
29 right,
How does
So
that-
that's GPS, just the MFD. Shows us our position, just like your car.
So
You
how
see
do you
your
know
current
about the
location.
other planes, though?
Oh, the other planes
Yeah.
on
How do
the screen.
On the screen, yeah.
Yeah,
How
so
do they
that
come on?
so there's it's called ADSB in and out,
Traffic.
which is
Traffic.
basically what all planes these days have to have, and you broadcast your location and the plane can pick it up.
It's like a transponder.
Correct.
Basically.
But plane to plane-ish,
Can you call my
exactly.
base 9 Tango Whiskey?
Sling 9 Tango
So look at that, we're
Whiskey,
overflying the
traffic,
field.
Company traffic you're following is just off your right side.
Here's Palace Birdies right there. And you could even see Catalina in the
Yep.
distance there.
I used to
Number
live
6 Tango Tango, frequency change
somewhere
approved,
over
have a good
there.
All right, we'll see you soon. 6 next. You used to live down here?
Yeah. PCH and Crenshaw.
Look at that, we're overflying the field. You see that?
Number 2 Sierra Lima, short approach is approved, runway 29 left, clear touch and go.
Short approach approved.
All right, so what I want you to do, here's the altitude.
2 Sierra
We're
Lima.
climbing up. We're going up to 7,500. We're currently crossing through 2,200 feet.
Okay.
Here's the airspeed.
Got it.
So the way a plane works is power's at full. So if I want to slow the plane down, what's my only way to do it? Pitch up, right? Go uphill, like a car.
Right.
So if I pitch up, look what's happened to the airspeed.
Goes down.
See that? And if I want to speed up, I pitch forward. Does that make sense?
Right.
Cool. We'll leave the power at full all the way to 7,500.
Right.
What I want you to do, here's the heading bug. You see that? So what I want you to do is maintain this heading and maintain 101 on the airspeed. Does that make sense?
Right.
So give that a shot. It's your airplane. You have controls. Good. We're going a little fast. We'll pitch up a little. Fantastic. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome.
What's special about 101?
101 is what's called our best rate of climb speed.
I see.
And that gives us that sweet spot between fastest over the ground and fastest up to altitude. So we're not compromising. We're compromising the least out of each.
And that's plane specific?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Sling 1 Sierra Lima, contact SoCal departure.
Over to SoCal, have a good day.
Good
10
work.
Lima.
You too.
Just like in the simulator.
And
Absolutely
number 2 Sierra
solid.
Lima, company traffic 1 mile
Just in real life.
north runway.
Right.
2 Sierra Lima, traffic in sight.
Number 9
Beautiful.
Tango Whiskey, company.
Switch
I'd like to cancel flight
frequencies
following
here.
at this time. We have field in sight.
November 660 Sierra Papa.
And I'll just see what altitude she wants us to cross at.
3 miles opposite direction, altimeter gauge 2,500.
All right, we're looking. 660 Sierra Papa.
0 Sierra Papa, radar
I'll just
service
ask her what
terminated,
altitude she
12
wants me
farm,
at.
Frequency change approved. Good day.
Hey, thanks for your help. 660 Sierra Papa.
Welcome.
23 out of 8,000 for 7,000 with information Yankee.
Let's go ahead and turn to this heading.
SoCal, descend and maintain 5,000.
Right there.
And then information golf turn. Let me know when you have it.
So let's turn left.
5,000 West West.
Good. Solid.
Southwest 764, turn right, heading 020.
You got it.
121.3.
121.3, right turn heading 0.
Danny, you're a natural.
764.
All those years playing flight sims.
You're a natural.
861 Sierra Lima, just depart Torrance, 2,000 times 5,500.
Sling 861 Sierra Lima, SoCal, ident.
Beautiful.
Climb approved to 5,500.
Ident, climb through 5,000.
There's Long Beach off the left. See the port?
473, turn left, heading 150.
150, we have Gulf West 73.
Thank you. Sling 1 Sierra Lima, radar contact 1 northeast of
You're a natural, that's it.
29990.
I think you're ready for your license.
Thanks.
That's it.
Can we do stall maneuvers?
You want to do stalls?
Yeah,
I'll do some stalls.
Yes.
So So stall is when the plane has no more lift to fly.
Cessna 339 Sierra Papa.
So
Cessna 339 Sierra Papa, SoCal.
let's do a little stall here.
Cessna 339
So what I want you to do is maintain 5,000 feet.
Queen Mary.
Okay, maintain 5,000 feet regardless of what I do.
Fullerton with the mist.
5,000 feet. Good work.
November 339 Sierra Papa, squawk 0213, standby.
0213, standby. 9 Sierra Papa.
West Coast 73, turn left heading 100.
100 West Coast 73.
5,000 feet. Good. So you see what's happening. In order to maintain 5,000 feet at speed, as energy decreases, right? Speed's coming down. We need to increase our pitch attitude, right? We need to face more and more towards the sky.
Right.
There's all your power. I took your power. Maintain 5,000 feet.
Okay.
And eventually we'll stop flying.
We'll get Juliet. 9 Sierra Papa.
Good. Maintain 5,000 feet.
Maintaining the altitude.
Altitude.
Return or just vector to find.
So I just took
airspeed.
I just took all your power away. Maintain your altitude. And in order to maintain the altitude, we need to increase that pitch attitude. You see how we're pointing more and more towards the sky?
Right.
Good. Let's maintain 5,000 feet. And the plane will stall in a second. You feel the plane shaking a little bit? There it is.
Oh,
see that?
Okay. Now it's
It stops flying.
Yeah.
Let's do that one more time. Feel the shake?
So you're saying it's stopping because
Because it doesn't have energy to fly.
Right.
Yeah. So don't hold the yoke so hard. Nice and light. And then here comes the shake. You feel the shake?
Yeah.
There you go. That's a stall.
Right.
So we reduce angle of attack. And then we're back flying again. Makes sense? And you can hear that stall warning horn?
That's
That's a stall.
warning.
Not a big deal.
Okay.
Easy?
Yeah.
Cool. Here's the power.
So what happens if, God forbid, the engine does?
If the engine does go out, we pitch for what's called the best glide speed, which is 80 knots. And then inevitably we'll lose altitude on the process, but at least we could glide the furthest over the ground to a place where we could land the airplane. Make sense?
So just you turn into a glider, basically.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly, because we don't have engine. Exactly. So we're exchanging gravity or gliding for energy.
Right.
Perfect. Solid. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and maintain. Let's go down. Let's descend to 2,500 feet.
Okay.
So how would you do that?
Slowly bring down.
I got the power. Lower the nose and descend to 2,500 feet. 2,500 feet.
Is there a max airspeed we're not supposed to go above?
Don't worry about it. It's about 200 knots.
Oh.
Yeah, plenty of room.
Okay.
Good, and let's get back on our heading. See that heading?
Yeah.
Actually, forget the heading. Look out the window. Just fly towards Catalina.
That is kind of.
Yep.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah. So to make things more fun, I'll take your screen away, because who cares about the numbers, because I want you to look outside. Just fly the airplane. So lower the nose. Good. And let's fly towards that tip of Catalina right there. Actually, you see the two harbors there?
Yeah.
Right there? Fly towards the two harbors.
Yeah, you can't get kind of fixated on.
Right, yeah, you want to look
too
outside.
much, and you don't really get to actually appreciate it.
Exactly. This way you'll look outside. And we'll see the beauty that Hashem has created. Hashem.
Hashem.
Look at that. Incredible. So here's what trim does. You see how much you would need to fight to get this down? Move forward, move the trim forward, and sort of resets the default, and now you don't need to fight it as much. And you can move it right, left as well if the plane wants to. I can't hear you. Move the thing.
Sorry. Moving it forward pitches it down?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep, exactly.
Because it has a tendency to go up? Is that why you want to go down?
The faster you go, there's more air molecules hitting the airfoil, the more the plane wants to fly.
Okay.
But if you want to go down, you need to physically fight it more.
Right.
So to offset that, you could use forward trim, and then it moves the surfaces on the wing to a new default position, where now it continues along that trajectory. Make sense?
Got it. Can I ask you a question on the altitude? You had it set up at, what was it, like 1,000 feet?
It was 100 in Torrance, because you set it to MSL. So you set it to height above sea level. Torrance sits at 100 feet above sea level.
I see. That's
Yeah,
what I
you don't set it to 0. Exactly.
Got it.
So right now we're 4,500 above sea level. The small one is 1,000. The big one is single feet.
Okay.
Or hundreds. I'm sorry, 1,000 and hundreds. So 4,400 feet. Yep.
Got it.
See the two harbors?
Yeah.
So we'll overfly the two harbors, and then we'll circle Catalina that way around it. That right there on top of the mountain, you see it over there?
Yeah.
It's Catalina Airport.
Oh, that's where you go for the airport.
That's the airport.
Okay. How high is that? It's like...
It's about, oh gosh, I need to check. My guess is about around 1,000 feet over sea level, something like that. Something like that. Look at that. So you're literally looking outside and just flying a plane around Catalina.
Very nice. That's a cruise ship over there, right?
Yep. There you go.
That's where like that main...
That's where everyone goes to, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Look at that.
I didn't know that there was like a land bridge between the two main islands.
Yeah, so this is called Two Harbors.
That's really awesome.
Isn't it cool?
People live on this island, right? I mean, there's residential, right?
I think there's a few. Yeah, I think people live here. There's boats down there by the harbor.
Yeah.
If you go to the right, you could look out your left window. So if you go a little bit to the right, you could look out your left window.
Jerry, 70 to 718, 5,000.
It's nice and green these days, the island.
I have some friends who actually did like a weekend
Oh, really?
camping trip over here.
Yeah.
Apparently you can do
So
that.
now, you can see the boats. You see the boats out the window?
Yep, sure do.
So now if you turn left and just fly around the island. Look at that. Isn't that so?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Take a picture of you. Smile. Or actually, don't smile. Just actually that. Smile. There you go. Beautiful. Absolutely solid. Solid. Look at that.
Amazing.
Isn't it incredible?
Incredible. Nobody else has gone with you yet? Like someone of those guys? Nobody wanted to go with you?
You know what? You're the first one I offered it to.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
With the little time I have, I'm slammed these days.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You're the man.
Yeah. I know how much you like it.
I love it.
I don't think Salman wants to be a pilot. I know you do.
Yeah, I do.
Look at that. Isn't that cool? The water. It's a whole different kind of Catalina on this side.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
That's like the less traveled area.
Yep. It's nice and blue.
Did I ever tell you I went to, I did like a day trip to, what's the Channel Islands?
Channel Islands?
Channel Islands, yes, thank you. There's like several of them. And we did the one that's like the furthest out.
Right.
And it was like a whole day kind of event. Like you take a boat ride, it's like a, I don't know, 3-hour boat
Put this
ride.
more near your mouth so I can hear you.
Sorry. You take a 3-hour boat ride. And it's amazing. It's just kind of like this, very, a little bit on the desolate side. But beautiful scenery, beautiful beaches.
Beautiful. Solid. Look at that. So flying a plane is natural. You're not even looking inside. It's very intuitive. It's very easy. Right? So first thing I want you to know about flying is that it's probably the easiest thing you'll ever do in your life, contrary to what everyone thinks. Everyone thinks it's complicated because they don't know what flying is.
Right.
What is more involved, that takes a little more time, is everything surrounding the flying. Regulations, rules, airspace, all this knowledge. That does take a little bit of time. But look at you. Your screen is off and you're not crashing the airplane. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
Very true.
Man, look at that. Keep the turn coming. Keep the left turn coming. Man, look at that. Awesome. Solid. Beautiful. Isn't it amazing a plane can just go anywhere you want? It's incredible.
You just move your hand and it goes where you want to go.
Very intuitive. What do you think of the side thing? Straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, it's different because like in the Cessna, of course, it's like 2 hands. This is, I mean, it's the same concept.
You get used to it,
but
yeah.
I guess you get used to it. Yeah.
Yep. So here's what we'll do. Let's go ahead. You see this sort of break between in these 2 mountains?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and add power to full. Go ahead, add power to full slowly, gently. Everything in the plane is gentle. Go ahead and add it all the way to full. And go ahead and climb a little bit, and we'll go fly over the mountain over there to the other side. Make sense?
Got it.
Cool.
How high do you want me to be?
Just clear the mountain nicely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You mean between the right?
Yeah.
There. Okay. That path.
Yeah.
Got it.
There you go. Perfect. Solid. So there's Catalina for you.
Yeah.
Catalina Island.
Pretty cool.
Beautiful. Now I'll show you another concept in planes. Before, on the way out here, we maintained a heading. Now we'll maintain a course, and I'll show you what that looks like. You can go ahead and start turning left, fly towards the boat. See the boat? Yep. Yep. So here's what we'll do. I'll just reduce power a little bit here. There we go. There we are. Perfect. Good. Fly towards the boat. Catalina Island. There we go. So now what we'll do is we'll maintain a course. I'll show you what that looks like. So we'll go direct to, actually let's go to direct to Torrance.
Explain the difference between a heading and course, like the basics again. Heading is...
So a heading is a given heading, but you can drift with the wind over the ground. So I could maintain a heading of north while drifting this way all day long. A course is where I'm maintaining a specific track over the ground.
I see.
So what we will do is we'll maintain this line here all the way out to Torrance over the ground. The wind is blowing from our left. So the way we need to do it is we need to turn left, and we want to maintain this needle center. So right now you see the needle moving to our left?
Yes.
It's telling us that the course is off to our left. So we need to go towards that course and intercept it and maintain the needle center. Does that make sense?
Got it.
Let's try and do that. And let's maintain 3,500.
3,000.
So, yep, let's maintain 3,500. Right there. There you go. Good work.
Correct.
Perfect. Good. There we go. Perfect. Now the needle is coming in. You could even see we're intercepting it at a nice shallow angle. So let's maintain 3,500 feet.
I could use the trim to...
Oh, yeah, yeah. You could use whatever you want to alleviate that pressure.
Yeah.
Alleviate. Perfect. Good. The course is coming in nice and smooth. You're a natural. You're a natural. Isn't that easy?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward, yeah. Incredible, not incredible, impeccable job maintaining your altitude. Here you see the wind. So we have the wind coming from 339, which is pretty much a headwind. Exactly, at 14 knots.
So this is our indicator. This is our
indicated, and this is our ground, 142.
So it should be 14 minus this number, right?
No, so the ground is against the true, not the indicated.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep. Actually, no, here's the true airspeed, and here's the ground speed, yep.
Okay.
So 159 minus this is what's ground speed.
Okay, right.
That's exactly what we saw.
Right.
Yeah, exactly what we talked about on the whiteboard.
Right.
And look at that, we're maintaining the needle centered. Easy. Easy?
Easy.
There's nothing to it.
Nope.
Flying is easy. Flying is easy. Not too bad. So if I ever ask you, what's the difference between true airspeed and ground speed, what will you say?
The wind.
Yeah, headwind or tailwind.
Right.
That's it.
But then, go over again, how do you convert from this to either one of those? Is there a way to do it?
It has to do with temperature and pressure, and so the plane automatically converts. There is a general rule of thumb that you could apply. I forget the exact percentage.
Okay.
It's an amount that you need to add of true airspeed to the indicated per 1,000 feet of altitude gain. It's basically a roundup given general number.
Right.
But it's not 100% accurate. This is made more accurate when the plane calculates for you.
I see.
Yep.
Right. You won't be able to get that in the Cessna, right?
No, you could. That depends on the avionics.
Right.
But the newer Cessnas, yeah, with the,
Even the 172s come with electronic digital.
Oh, yeah,
they do?
G1000s, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. These days, any new plane has all that information.
Right.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Look at you. It's easy, right?
Yeah.
You're maintaining the needle centered, and there we go. Not too bad, right? Solid. So here's what we'll do next.
The bumpiness is because of the headwind?
A little bit. Touch button. This is not even considered bumpy.
Yeah.
This is not too bad at all. So, what we will do, let's see. Let's go ahead and climb up to 4,500 feet. So, go ahead full power. And we'll climb up to 4,500 feet while maintaining the course center.
4,500, okay.
Yep.
Roger.
Beautiful. Look at that, 4,200 for 45. There we go. There's 45. Good. So now reduce power to 75%. Solid. Solid. Okay. Easy.
Okay, that's correct.
Good. Let's maintain 4,500 feet. See how easily it could get away from you?
Yeah.
Good.
Dragon Flight 18, traffic 11 o'clock now, 1 mile westbound Skyhawk, restricted below you, hold out.
Good work.
So normally when you do a flight path, you have to clear with either air traffic control.
No, so VFR, you don't need to talk with anyone.
Oh, you don't have to clear with it.
In this case, today, with what we're doing, you want to kind of, so to depart, the only time you need to talk with people is if you're operating in and out of a certain airspace, like we did, or in a little bit flying over LAX, doing the LA special flight rules. We won't talk with ATC, but we'll be on a certain frequency and we'll communicate with other pilots who are doing the same.
Oh, okay.
So we'll let them know where we're at, and what we're doing, and blah, blah, blah. So it just depends. This is probably one of the busiest areas of airspace in the world, apparently. So it's a huge benefit to train in the LA area, because when you go other places, it just seems dead and easy.
Right.
People generally come here to LA and they're very intimidated by the airspace.
Right.
But if this is all a private pilot knows, it's a huge plus.
So that means, if you could train here, you're good anywhere.
Exactly.
Right.
100%. Yep. Exactly. Look at that. Solid. Absolutely solid. Good work. Good work. In a second, I'll have another course for you to intercept. I'll just go here, 110.8, and this is the Santa Monica VOR. There we go, there's 110.8. So right now, forget the needle, just maintain the heading. Cool?
Okay.
Just maintain that heading, bud.
The 345.
And 132. Good. You see this needle right here? The yellow?
Yeah.
Good. I want you to hold this heading until the needle starts coming into you, and then turn left and intercept it.
I see.
And then center the needle. Make sense?
Got it.
Cool.
All right.
Good work.
Easy.
Easy enough. Easy work. Solid. Absolutely solid. Good stuff. Easy.
Oops.
Good. Maintain that heading until the needle starts coming in. Right now it's full scale deflection, so it shows yellow. Once it comes alive, when it starts moving towards you, meaning we're getting close to it, it will turn green. Make sense?
Got it.
Cool. Easy schmazoo. Good stuff.
Do you still go back to Seattle, by the way? Or
Not often.
no?
No.
Do you have anybody there?
Not family. I have some friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually flew one of these up there a few months ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was great.
All the way from LA to there?
Uh-huh.
Do you have to stop somewhere, or you can go straight?
Yeah, I stopped in Ogden, Utah.
Oh.
You probably could go straight. You know, if you go high, you lean the thing, full tanks. I need to look at the distance. I believe you could go straight. But yeah, I did a stop just to stretch the legs.
Wow.
Yep. And then we'll squawk 1201, which is what we want to squawk when we do LA Special Flight Rules. And then we want to be on 128.55 on the frequency, right there. So now we should be able to hear other pilots who are in the LA Special Flight Rules. So 132 radial, 4,500 feet northwestbound, 1201 on the squawk, 2855 on the radio. And we should be good to go here. We'll transmit I'll make the radio calls. And that's that. You see, here's South Bay, here's the beach. You see in the distance there, there's LAX. See it there?
Yeah.
See this airport right in front of us?
Yeah.
That's Torrance.
That's Torrance. Okay,
Yep.
yes.
And there's LAX.
Got it. Yeah,
Make sense?
Very close.
Yeah. And then South Bay. So as we turn left and intercept the needle, you should see Redondo, Hermosa, Manhattan Beach, El Segundo all off to your left.
Huh.
Yep.
Very cool.
Palos Verdes again. And then we'll fly right over LAX. So the needle is still yellow, it's full scale deflection, it hasn't yet come alive.
So when do you know when to start doing the squawking thing? Like once you see yourself within it?
Yeah, just in the general area. So LA Special Flight Rules actually begins at around Imperial Highway, so we have another 4 minutes or so.
I see.
But just in the general vicinity, you want to make sure that you're on that squawk as you make your way through LA Special Flight Rules. So now you hear different pilots who are telling us what they're doing, where they're going.
So you don't really have to communicate, who are you communicating with?
Other pilots.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even communicating as much as I'm announcing my position
I see.
and where I'm at, my altitude, what am I doing.
Gotcha.
Make sense? Good, so the needle will come alive here any minute. And then we'll turn to intercept that and we'll fly towards LAX. There it is, it's green. So we can start turning left slowly as the needle starts coming into us. See the needle coming in? Awesome job maintaining your altitude. Beautiful.
That trip thing works pretty good.
Oh yeah, once you figure it out, it's easy. South Bay?
Yeah.
All the beaches?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome job. And you should see Torrance Airport right under us.
Yep, it's right there.
Yep.
So, LAX corridor, you have to be under a certain altitude.
So we need to be at 4,500.
Oh, that's
That's going northbound.
Right.
When we come back southbound, we'll be at 3,500.
okay.
Yep.
And that's standard for any plane that goes through it?
Correct.
Okay, so if depends if you're northbound or southbound.
That's just LA Special Flight Rules.
Right.
Yeah. Any plane, correct.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Needle's coming in. CLAX?
Yep.
Yep. Solid. Absolutely solid. Let me tell you something. I've flown with many people. You got this thing down pat.
You're just saying that.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. Look at you. Look at you.
Appreciate it.
It's like you're at home. You're right at home.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I'm telling you, man, in an alternate universe, I would have been a pilot.
This is incredible. This is incredible. I'll tell you what, I didn't know what to think before we flew together, but I would say you'll have very little problem getting your license.
Nice.
Just from what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let me ask you another question. I know somebody who said that they went all the way to Arizona for flight school to do all their
That was
on
me.
the ground. Oh, was that you?
Yeah.
Or somebody else would tell me this too. So is that what people do?
They do that to get better weather.
But just the ground training, not
the ground training?
Yeah, does that make sense?
I've never heard of that.
Like you don't really need to go to space to a place just to do ground training.
Not at all.
Okay. Arizona just to. Okay.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah. All right.
Let's turn a little more left to intercept that so we don't blow through it. That's good. Could go wings level now. CLAX?
Yep.
There's Manhattan Beach Pier. There's Hermosa Beach Pier. Right off the left.
Yep. So all these airliners and stuff, when they fly out, they're below us.
Correct.
We're above them.
We're straight above them. So they're landing from here and they're taking off from there. So that's why this corridor is not a big deal.
Okay, we're going sort of perpendicular, but not exactly.
We're going sort of this way. Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So we can turn a little more left. There we go. Look at that. And I'll make a first radio call. LA Special Flight Rules, White Cirrus is 4,500 over Imperial Highway heading northwestbound, LA Special Flight Rules. There we go, I just let other people know. See Marina Del Rey?
Yep.
Past LAX?
Yeah. That's it.
We're descending over the Santa Monica VOR to enter traffic.
Yeah, so someone else is entering from there. What is it, Culver City, Beverly Hills, Venice, Santa Monica, Malibu, Point Dume, Calabasas is over the hills. So here's the 405, which goes between the mountains there, over the hill.
Right.
Let's maintain 45. You'll see how quickly you get places in a plane.
Yeah.
Because it's just a straight line distance.
Right.
Good. We'll keep that needle centered. Solid work. In fact, I want you to enjoy the view. So here's what we'll do. I'll just set here autopilot real quick.
Sure.
And we'll do nav so it follows the... There we go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so now it's turning and it will intercept the radial. It will maintain the radial on its own. So you can let go of the plane.
So
it'll do its own thing. Because I want you to look out and enjoy the view. Actually, you know what? It's going to the other... I should have put in the... It's maintaining the radial, not the course. Because we're actually on a 3-something course.
Oh.
So I'll just hand fly, but I want you to enjoy. Look at that. Do you want to take pictures?
Oh, yeah.
I want to make sure that we don't miss that.
Yeah, thank you.
There we go.
Traffic.
Good stuff.
LA Special Flight Rules, White Cirrus, 4,500 over LAX, heading northwestbound, LA Special Flight Rules. There we go. There's 4-5. All right, your airplane? My airplane. Your airplane. There you go. Yeah, so Beverly Hills is, I guess, there-ish. Maintain 4-5.
RB for picture over the north runways, LAX, heading south 3,500. That's my rules.
Solid. And there's Simi Valley.
Oh, yeah.
Behind the mountain.
It's so interesting when you see things in like a different perspective.
From the air. Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's called Simi Valley because it's actually a valley. San Fernando Valley over there.
Yep.
Yep.
LA Special Flight Rules, White Cirrus is 4,500 over Bologna Creek, heading northwestbound, LA Special Flight Rules. Good. Let's turn a little left.
How often do you have to announce yourself?
Four calls. So, Imperial Highway, LAX, Bologna Creek, and Santa Monica.
So you base it on the actual landmarks?
Where I'm at, correct. There's Santa Monica Pier. See it down there?
Yep.
Right there? Yeah, so we're over Venice right now. Pretty much over Marina Del Rey.
Yep. PJC, we can see someone's
Yeah,
place
look at that. Oh, you see his buildings?
I think so.
Yeah, you could easily see it. Two buildings, two big buildings.
Yep.
Easy.
Yeah, that's it. Those are two big buildings.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you could tell him you saw it from the air.
We passed by.
Yeah.
We weren't there. Sorry.
Actually, on the way back, we'll text him. He could totally see us from his balcony.
Do you get cell reception when you're flying up?
Yeah, let's see.
Huh. I thought you like...
No, you can't hear, but we'll see on the way back, maybe.
Okay.
Yep.
There's a little bit to the...
All right, so here comes a little more power. Back to 75%. And then There you go. Now, we could forget about needles, just maintain that heading and 4,500 feet. Easy?
Easy.
Solid. Let's do 4-5. 4-5, wait for it, sorry. LA Special Flight Rules, White Series 4,500 over Santa Monica heading northwestbound, last call, LA Special Flight Rules. Perfect. So there's the 405 between the two mountains there. There's Simi Valley. There's Van Nuys. I don't know if you can see that runway over there, straight over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, and then Burbank is out there. So right now, let's maintain 4-5. And the reason, why do you think you need more forward pressure as we're accelerating? Because remember, the wings are getting more food.
Right.
So they want to go fly.
Right.
So you have more air to fight.
Right.
So the faster you go to maintain altitude, the lower pitch attitude we need.
So what made you decide to put more power, like?
It's just because they don't want us going too fast through LA Special Flight Rules, but now that we're done with it, they added a little power.
Okay. Oh, so there's a set
you don't want to go over 140.
Okay.
In LA Special Flight Rules.
Why is that?
It's one of the stuff.
I see.
You know, I guess they don't want jets zipping through there at 200 knots.
I see.
Because the smaller planes generally do that, so I think they want everyone sort of.
I see.
Malibu, and then pretty much give me this heading right there. Let's do that heading. Yep.
Way.
Just that heading. Perfect. And we'll fly pretty much smack over Calabasas. Yep. So Simi Valley. Then we'll fly over Calabasas. Good. Solid work. Solid work. Absolutely fantastic. So how does it feel to fly?
Amazing.
Great.
Do this more often.
It's incredible. It's a relief because many people I fly with, by the way, many people call this their therapy.
Yeah.
And the reason they do, you'll probably feel it when we come back. When you're flying a plane, you don't have an option. You're thinking about nothing but flying.
Yeah.
And how often in life do you stop thinking about life? It's a stress, it's reliever, because you're just focused on the task.
Right. That's the whole flow theory, right? It's like you're in the moment. Yes.
Correct.
Right.
Yep. Correct. Yep. So pretty much Calabasas is right here. Perfect. Good. And let's keep maintaining the heading until eventually you see the freeway. I forget the number of the freeway. The freeway is actually, it's the
118.
Is it the 118?
Or the 101?
101.
101. Okay.
And then we'll turn left to follow the 101 towards Camarillo.
Okay. Yeah, because 118 is further north.
Yeah, this is the 101.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Solid. Good work. Camarillo.
So how high can you go with this type of plane?
25,000 feet.
Really?
Uh-huh.
This is 25,000 feet?
Uh-huh.
Wow. But like you feel it, right? Because it's not pressurized.
Oh yeah. You need oxygen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what's the highest you've ever gone?
In this type of plane, 17.
17,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's reduce a little power here. Welcome to Turbulence.
That's turbulence.
Yeah. So in Turbulence, you want to reduce power. You don't want to go too fast.
What happens if you do go fast?
It could impose the stress on the airplane, and you don't want to impose any of those G's or stress on the airframe. Yep. Good. And let's maintain 4,500, and we'll follow the freeway. You see the 101 coming up ahead here? You'll see it in a second. Let's go up to 4.5. 4.5. I'll add some power. Look at that. Turbulence.
Oh, yeah.
1218.
Can you anticipate where a turbulence is when you fly?
You could look. There's generally reports ahead of time and stuff.
Oh,
but here, just with the mountain waves.
Okay.
Yeah, just think of it like waves, water on some. You see the terrain is hilly.
Sure.
So all the air is coming off the mountains and it's just bouncing us around.
So it's expected to find it.
Correct.
Right
in certain areas, correct. Yep. See the 101?
Yep.
Let's turn left.
Okay.
Follow the freeway towards Camarillo. Easy schmazoo.
Easy schmazoo.
I'll just listen to the ATIS here.
Miles northeast of Cameron Airport out of below 8,000 feet. Notice MS Omega approach on 123.75 for flight following. Self-serve fuel out of service. All aircraft repack will turn instruction, runway
Good work.
call sign, advise on initial contact, yeah, Papa.
And what's the fastest you can go
Cameron
with this?
Mission Papa, time 2355 Zulu, wind variable at 3, visibility 8, sky clear, temperature 19er 2.8, altimeter 29er
160, 170.
Reward, you can continue surviving
True.
the party, runway 26. Use caution for
Let's go to 4-5.
5 miles northeast of Cameron Airport out of below 8,000 feet.
Good work.
Notice MS Omega approach on 123.75 for flight following. Self-serve fuel
And let's maintain that heading.
All aircraft repack will turn instruction, runway 7, call sign, advise on initial contact, yeah, Papa.
Perfect, good work.
Cameron Mission Papa, time 2355 Zulu, wind variable at 3, visibility 8, sky clear, temperature 19er 2.8, altimeter 29er 2.
29er
Reward,
92.
you can continue surviving the party, runway 26. Use caution for parachute operation 5 miles northeast of Cameron Airport out of below 8,000.
Solid. Good work.
So you readjust every time you...
Correct. Every area you fly to, every airport, they report the altimeter setting, and then you adjust, you put it in, because essentially, it's a whole, we could draw it out on the whiteboard. Essentially, the altimeter, it's called a pressure altimeter because it doesn't even know where sea level is at. All it knows is to show us the height above a given pressure.
Right.
Because remember, inside we drew it on the whiteboard, inside the casing, there's static pressure battling out standard sea level pressure.
Right.
But we rarely have standard conditions in existence. So every time we go to an airport, they report the given sea level pressure found in that area, so we can plug that in. So now the static is battling against that, showing us an accurate MSL altitude. Not necessarily battling against that, because it's always a trap 299 or 2, but we correct for that error. We adjust for that, we correct for it, for the non-standard amount that exists. So that's why every airport you fly to, you get an altimeter setting, and you plug that in. Because we fly through different pressures and different things like that.
Makes sense.
Make sense?
Yeah. What's that over there? That body of water?
I'm not sure. Let's see what it shows over here. The body of water over there. It doesn't say a name. It's these.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the name of it. Not sure. These nice clouds. Look at that. See the clouds? Can you see them?
Yeah.
Good looking clouds.
So if you have IFR,
Uh-huh.
you could fly through them?
Yeah, you can fly through clouds. Yep.
Right.
Yeah. And IFR training is all about really controlling the airplane without any visual outside reference.
Just looking at the instrument?
Correct. So it's a whole adjustment, because right now, if you look outside, just by looking outside, if I asked you, are we in a turn, what would you say?
Yes.
How do you know? You're not looking at your instruments.
Right, because we're banking.
Right, you could tell, right?
Right.
How about now?
Yeah, well, yes.
We're in a turn, right?
Yes.
Right, are we in a left or right turn?
We're in a left turn.
How do you know? Because you could see, right?
Yeah.
What if you can't see? Meaning, no matter what I do with the plane, everything around me is white in a cloud.
Rely on your instruments.
Exactly. So right now, you know what this amount of bank looks like in terms of outside. But when you start flying instruments, now you're learning what it looks like in terms of on your screen.
Right.
So it's a whole new way of controlling the airplane.
Interesting.
Does that make sense? It's much tighter,
Right.
your airplane. You got it?
Yes.
It's much tighter, and any input is much smaller. Because if you turn looking outside, the whole world is moving on you. It's a big world. But if you turn looking inside, it's a small little screen, right? So it takes a second to sort of adjust all of that.
So, Golf, Cameron Tower, runway 26, close takeoff.
I'll just make a little call here real quick. Let's go ahead and descend
Delta 6 runway Golf, traffic for arrival,
to,
runway 26, close to the option.
let's go ahead and descend to 2,500 feet.
Sirius 3 Golf Sierra, number 2, falls left to south approach, and runway 26, close to the option.
26, clear for the option, number 2.
And give me this heading, right there. That right there.
Okay.
Cambria Tower, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango is 10 or so to the east inbound to land with Papa.
Number 6 Tango Tango, Cambria Tower, make straight in from runway 26.
Straight in 26, extender.
Cessna 3 November Delta, number 3, follow Sirius south of Tower, runway 26, close to the option.
Good.
Number 3, runway 26, clear for the option, 3 November Delta.
Reduce power a little more here.
Sirius everyone 551 with pop off.
Skyline 7151 and camera tower, make right.
There we go. So you can see every single flight has a climb, cruise, and descent portion, right? We need to go up, we need to fly towards, and we need to descend down to the airport. So right now we're on the descent portion. See how quickly we got to Camarillo?
Are we Camarillo already?
Yeah, we're coming into land.
Oh shit. Okay.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's the power of plane.
Right.
You get places fast. It's insane. Yeah, you'll see the runway here in a little bit. It's a little sunny and weird, but you should see the runway. I'll tell you where to go. And good. 3,000 for 2,500. 500 feet to go. Good work. Solid. Good job on the heading. Give me this heading right there. Good. 2,700 for 25. 200 feet to go. There's 2,500 feet. Good work. Once we clear the mountains, we'll start descending a little further. Absolutely solid. And then we'll land together. We'll sort of do it together.
Awesome. You ever get airsick?
Not airsick, but when you teach someone, some people, unlike you, have a little more difficult time, I don't know, maintaining altitude and different stuff.
Yeah.
And so it could be...
by 20 knots.
What was that again for 6 Tango Tango?
Number 6 Tango Tango, reduce speed by 20 knots to table.
Roger that, reducing now 6 Tango Tango.
Cessna 3 November Delta, turn base.
Alright, now let's go ahead and descend to 1,500.
1 traffic following up left base.
Good work.
It's 850.
And give me a heading, this heading right there.
Number 6 Tango Tango, number 4 follow Skyline approaching a 3-mile right base, runway 26, clear to land.
Number 4, runway 26, clear to land, 966 Tango Tango. So not too...
Number 6 Tango Tango, reduce to slowest practical speed.
Yep, reducing now 6 Tango Tango. Let's go ahead and hold this for a little bit. So the speed will come down. We'll get some flaps in there to slow us down as well. So I'm saying sometimes, you know, you do crazy maneuvers, you can get a little, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, generally you get used to it. There's flaps.
Bravo Golf, extend down, I'll call your base turn.
There we go. 1,500 feet.
Extending downwind, Cessna 72 Bravo Golf.
So in general, we want...
Let's maintain 1,500 feet.
So generally, you want to maintain at what's airspeed to land?
So on land it will be 75 knots on final approach.
Okay.
Yep. Could you see the runway smack ahead of us?
Is that the runway?
Right over there?
I think so.
Here, so let's keep flying a little left. Let's maintain that heading. Let's go down to 800 feet.
174 Jelly Golf, holding short 26, right?
You'll see it in a minute.
Okay.
Right there, you see it over here?
Yes, that is
good.
yes.
So let's fly towards it. Easy?
Short 26.
So just look out. See the runway? It's to our left, so we need to go left.
Extend upwind 2
Good.
miles and then make left
Yep.
close
See the runway?
Yes.
Solid.
Upwind 2
Good.
miles,
So just take us towards it.
close traffic, 3 Golf there.
Easy schmazoo. Good work.
Cessna 3 Bravo Golf, traffic to follow, 3-mile final, 1,000 feet.
3-mile final, Cessna 72 Bravo Golf.
Good. We'll go flaps then. So maintain your altitude here a little bit because we don't want to get too low too soon. See that?
Right.
Good. Here comes flaps 100.
Tower 6 Romeo Golf will be full stop.
Cessna 6 Romeo Golf, roger.
There we go.
Number 6 Tango Tango, traffic made apart prior to arrival.
Roger that, 6 now.
Cessna 3 Bravo Golf, number 2, follow traffic.
See the runway?
Inside runway
Yep.
26,
Solid.
for the option.
Yep.
Good work. So we'll just fly towards it. Take us to the runway.
Are we actually going to land, or are we going to just...
Yeah, we'll land.
Golf,
No, we'll land.
position, can you accept an immediate departure?
For Jelly Golf, holding position.
And can you accept an immediate?
Wait, do I have to go up again? Maintain.
No, don't maintain. We'll just keep flying towards the runway.
Okay, good.
You're doing a great job.
500.
Turn Bravo, can ground 20.
Oh, wow. It announces the...
Oh, yeah, 500 feet. Look at that. Coming into land at Camarillo. So you see the wind's coming from our left,
6 Romeo Golf,
which is why we're drifting to the right.
Base, my 26, close to the
Solid.
option.
Good work.
6 Romeo Golf, number 3, in for the full stop.
To the upwind and continue upwind traffic.
The runway begins at the numbers there.
Should I start descending a little bit more?
You're good. This is perfect. This is beautiful. Because we don't want to land on these arrows.
Right.
The runway begins there. So
Okay.
this is a perfect glide. Yeah, we'll do it together.
Sure.
Sirius 3 Golf Sierra, turn southbound, just fly southbound for now.
Turn southbound, 3 Golf Sierra.
Look at that. Beautiful. Speed looks good. Flaps are full. Mixture. Fuel pumps on.
TBM 0 Golf Mike, camera tower rider standby. Sirius 3 Golf Sierra, you can resume, enter the
Power's all the way out.
Extend downwind, thank you.
And now we hold it right over the runway until we run out of energy. And the plane will just settle. And we're down.
This is 6 Romeo Golf, follow the Cessna off your left-hand side, runway 26, clear for the option.
And we just use rudder?
Just rudder, yep.
Good work.
Thanks.
Can slowly bring the plane to a stop.
Cessna 3 November Delta, I'll call your base turn.
You'll call base 3 November Delta.
Number 6 Tango Tango, left turn Charlie, can ground point 8.
Left Charlie, ground point 8, 6 down.
RV4 Juliet Golf, runway 26, clear for takeoff, right turn out approved, traffic 2 mile final.
Fort Juliet Golf is clear for takeoff, right turn out.
What'd you think?
Awesome.
We made it. Good
Amazing.
work. So we'll bring the plane to a stop, and then we'll contact ground. And what we'll tell ground, there we go. We'll tell ground we're clear of runway 26 at Charlie, request taxi back for departure. Do you use the bathroom?
I'm good.
Good?
Yep.
Camarillo ground, Sirius 966 Tango Tango is clear of runway 26 on Charlie, request taxi back for departure.
Number 966 Tango Tango camera on runway 26, taxi via Hotel and Alpha.
Runway 26 via Hotel Alpha 6 Tango Tango. Good work.
Number 6 Tango Tango, confirm you have ATIS Papa and say direction flight on departure.
Affirmative, we have Papa and it'll be a downwind departure, 6 Tango Tango.
Number 6 Tango Tango, roger, expect a right downwind on departure.
Alright, we'll expect that, 6 Tango Tango. Let's maintain the yellow line. So remember, not these,
Yeah.
but it's the right. So if full rudder doesn't do anything, we could press on the brake.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
okay.
So essentially what you want to do is full rudder until you run out of rudder, and if you need more, you could press on that brake.
Okay. Got it.
That's the general gist of how you want to do. So we'll make a left over here, clear right, clear left, and we'll maintain taxiway center line. And that also takes a second to sort of get used to. Unlike a car, you want to be right on the line.
Right.
Because it gives you that wing clearance from stuff.
Right. Makes sense.
And there you have it. Look at that.
Are we supposed to hold or?
No.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I heard he cleared us to
Okay.
taxi back for a departure. Solid work.
All right. Cool.
Look at that. Incredible.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks to you, buddy. Thanks
that.
to you.
We're in Camarillo.
Yeah. Amazing.
Camarillo.
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 You ever come here shopping?
No. Good shopping in Camarillo?
Oh, yeah. There's outlets.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Never been?
No. Now you see how fast you could get here.
Yeah, seriously. Have you ever done it? Like you just gone to an airport for like a couple hours and then do some stuff and then left?
In fact, I'll show you that right now because I need a pee.
Oh,
so
okay.
we'll stop at the restaurant, we'll shut her down, I'll go to the bathroom, and I'll just show you sort of what you could do with a plane, right?
Okay.
You could just go to a place, eat lunch, and then fly out. So I'll just request that, switch our taxi, and then I'll go pee, and then we'll head back.
Oh, okay. Got it.
We'll shut the plane down, and then we'll start it back up again. And ground for 6 Tango Tango. Actually, we'd like to taxi to the restaurant.
Number 6 Tango Tango, roger, and taxi to the restaurant via, make a half right there on the Bravo and then a left on Foxtrot to the ramp, and just advise when you're ready to taxi from there.
Roger that. We'll make a right here on Bravo, then a left on Foxtrot to the restaurant, and we'll go 6 Tango Tango.
Are you familiar?
Affirmative, 6 Tango.
Roger.
So maybe go right and they're going to be a left.
Perfect. Yep. So be right over here, and then a left on Foxtrot.
Right. Okay, got it.
Solid. Look at that. Absolutely solid. Denny, look at you making it happen.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's do the center line. It's a little weird. You want to stay in your lane like a car.
Yeah.
There we go. Solid.
And when you're taxiing on, like just going through different...
Clear right.
When you're taxiing, what's the actual percentage you're supposed to put your...
So typically it's 1,000 RPM.
1,000 RPM.
But here, idle sits at around 11, something like that. So just all the way back, and then if you need to go a little slower, you just tap the brakes. So let's see if we could maintain centerline. That'd be a good, fun challenge here.
Yeah, that's harder than actual flying.
It takes a minute. It takes a minute. Yep. Also, from your perspective, it all has to do with sight picture.
Right.
So actually, centerline is pretty much. Show me what you think centerline is.
It's a little bit here.
So do centerline and tell me that that's centerline.
Centerline? Nope.
So centerline's to the left.
I'm sorry.
Yep, left. All good.
Okay.
All good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Camera ground, Cessna 216 Romeo Golf, off on Bravo.
It's like we're talking.
15, taxi to Channel Islands Aviation.
Takes a minute.
Romeo Golf, camera ground, taxi, there might be a Foxtrot.
Taxi via Foxtrot.
Centerline?
Thank you.
Centerline?
Yeah, it's pretty much centerline. So now maintain
Camera
it.
ground, ready to check.
Loud and clear.
So now we're to the right of centerline. Now we're centerline.
Based on like where the point.
Now
of
we're to the
propeller
left of centerline.
is like the point of the propeller is like the centerline.
Centerline should be under this leg.
On
there.
Oh, on the right
Yep.
leg. Okay, got it.
There you go. That's centerline.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Okay.
Yep. It should cut through your right leg.
Camera ground, Cessna 575, November Delta.
Now we're a touch to the left of centerline.
Right, downwind departure
Does
with information.
plane itself, if you don't touch, once you're centerline and you don't touch the pedals, does it have a tendency to drift one?
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, with the rudder too, it's not 100%. So sometimes if you go fast enough, the plane might start moving. So it's always just gentle taps. It's really a tapping dance. It's just gentle taps.
3 November Delta,
I see.
575 November Delta.
It's just, the plane will do its thing, you're just guiding it. So it's just gentle taps right or left, just to keep that
I can't
coming.
remote hand right here.
That's really how that works.
Thank you.
Let's go VFR here. Solid. Look at that.
So what happens when you touch the VFR?
It just puts 1200. 1200 is the general VFR code. Yeah, if you're doing nothing, just 1200. That's the default. So the button is a shortcut.
I understand you want a right cross one on departure, or was it a right down one?
Meaning it just puts you in the channel for...
From wherever number you were at, if you press VFR, it just automatically puts 1200 on there.
Golf traffic
which
will be
means
out of the
VFR
ramp ahead into your
just
right,
general
just about where that
VFR.
Cirrus
So all
is.
VFR traffic, always your default is 1200. Unless you're told otherwise by ATC, or you're doing something like LA Special Flight Rules, where we put 1201.
With Papa Sagan.
I see.
Yep. So
Cessna 52858 is at Channel Islands with information Papa. Request a right downwind departure.
Channel Island.
Cessna 52858, camera around runway 26, taxi via Golf 2, Golf Alpha.
Taxi runway 26 via Golf 2, Golf Alpha 858. Camera ground, Skyhawk 6523 Delta at CFI with Papa, like to taxi to 26.
Different colors here, does that mean anything?
Yeah, this is just disregard the white, it's old.
23 Delta.
The yellow is the...
Number 6523 Delta, runway 26, taxi via Golf 2, Golf Alpha.
And here on the right is the restaurant.
Will be okay to go in front of that.
It's called the Waypoint Cafe. So here, my plane?
Oh yeah, your plane.
Say your position.
I'm at
Just go
CFI.
ahead
Number 23 Delta, just pass behind the Cessna, runway 26, taxi via Foxtrot, Golf 3, Golf Alpha. I'm sorry,
don't see
misheard
anyone.
you.
I hope
thought
they're
you were
open.
at the CIA ramp.
No problem. It'll be Foxtrot Golf 3, Golf to Alpha after the Cessna.
But there's a bathroom.
You know what? I might as well just use it as well.
Yeah, why not?
Never know.
Never know.
Bonanza 983 Juliet, runway camera around, taxi up to the drive lane. I'm not sure where you are.
I'm pulling up just a little bit. We're just past there, Central PA hangar.
Bonanza 3 Juliet Romeo, runway 26, taxi via Foxtrot and Alpha. Expect a right cross one on departure.
There we go.
26 via Foxtrot Alpha, negative.
All right.
Number 3 Juliet Romeo, Roger. You can just taxi up to the whole short line of contact tower. Have a good flight.
Roger, 30 Romeo.
Let's go here. There we go. There's a more visible T. There we are. Perfect. Then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and bring this all the way back to turn the engine off. So we're starving it of fuel basically. That's good. And then what you'll do is you'll turn all these buttons off from right to left.